Ladies and gentlemen, if you like fast cars, fast women, and fast times, then this podcast is for you. Tonight we talk about Black Moon Rising on Warehouse B. Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Warehouse. I'm Andrew, along with our co-hosts, Brandon and Chris.
Hi.
Hello.
And today we're going to talk about a movie from 1986. This is actually a John Carpenter's one of his very first scripts that he ever sold.
Really?
That was in development for more than 10 years.
I didn't even know that.
The movie is Black Moon Rising, not to be confused with Dark Moon Rising.
Or Bad Moon
Or
Rising.
Bad Moon
Moon
Rising.
Rising. It stars Tommy Lee Jones and Linda Hamilton. And Chris, why don't you break it down for us?
All right, have you ever seen Fast and the Furious?
Yes,
No.
I have.
Because it's pretty much a knockoff of this movie. Kind of. Not really.
Not really, but it
Not
is.
really.
There's some. I mean,
There's a lot of similarities, really.
There's a lot of
If you-
theft going on.
Yeah, when you really think about it, there's a lot of similarities. Tommy Lee Jones is a thief. I guess that's really the only...
Professional thief.
Yeah, he's just a professional thief. He has a name for himself. I don't remember what it's called, like
Yeah, I
a
don't
consultant or something. But he's just a professional thief, and he's hired to steal these financial records, and he stows them away on this Hot Wheel car that is life size and drives 400 mile an hour.
Mm-hmm.
And
Pretty impressive.
yeah, and
Sounds like a rocket ship or something.
yeah, kind of. That's the sound it makes. And and then a lot of crazy stuff happens. Actually, there's a lot of non stuff that happens too, but we'll get into that later. But then Linda Hamilton comes in, and she is a professional car thief, and
Working for the man.
Yeah.
There is
9 to 5.
There
At
is
night.
a big wig car thief ring, or I guess it's not a ring if it's just one guy running it, but
Right.
he forces her to steal cars for him, and she steals the car that Tommy Lee Jones stole.
The Hot Wheel car.
The Black Moon.
Yeah, the Hot Wheel.
The Black Moon.
Hot Wheel car.
The Black Moon Rising.
And then a lot of other crazy stuff happens.
The people who own the car hire him to get it back.
Yeah.
He has a vested interest because he wants to get the tape back.
Yeah.
The records that he had stolen.
Robert Vaughn's in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tommy Lee and Linda Hamilton hook up. Bam.
As they should.
Yeah. Wham, bam.
And
Thank you,
a
man.
little interesting note about that, he was deep in his alcoholic phase at this time, and she just absolutely detested him.
Really?
Yep.
Well, he got deep in her.
Yeah. The favors were returned.
She was a professional girl for him.
Yeah.
I guess so.
So there you go.
She got naked in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's for sure. And it
He
was
was
as bad as I was thinking.
No, not near as bad.
Tommy Lee Jones is his normal awesome self in this.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he was a sexy motherfucker in this.
Dude.
We and him was watching it. We looked at each other. Man, this motherfucker's been 50 for 50 years.
Oh,
yeah.
dude. Dude. He's been in his 50s since 1950.
I guarantee it.
He looks the same now as he did when I was
Just
5.
about. Good Lord.
I mean, he looks...
He's one of those people that
Yeah.
always looks old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Keith Richards
I'll tell you what.
without the cocaine. Or The Undertaker.
Yeah, Taker. I don't know, but it was if I may,
Robert Redford.
if I may, I was talking about the similarities between Fast and the Furious and this movie. There's a scene where they jump the Black Moon from one skyscraper into another.
Yeah.
Dude, Fast and the Furious, what, 18 or whatever?
Name one.
Well, no, there was one in Dubai where they drove a supercar from.
I think that was 7.
Yeah,
6 or 6 maybe.
Yeah,
6 or 7.
maybe, I don't remember.
Yeah,
but they drive a supercar from one skyscraper into another.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous, but it's just like this.
Yeah.
Oh, good grief! What else is there? Mass.
Ja Rule's in it.
Yeah, Ja Rule was in both of them. No.
I believe that was Bubba Smith in this.
Oh, well, yeah, Bubba Smith. I'm sorry.
Well, come to find out, so Tommy
He's
Lee
a lot
Jones.
bigger.
Tommy Lee Jones is a thief that he's actually working for the government.
Yeah, they hired him
They
freelance.
hired him to steal. Well, the main guy in Fast and the Furious is an FBI agent.
Yeah, there you go.
And he infiltrates the crime ring, whatever. It's just there's a lot of similarity. They steal cars in
That's
both.
right. That's right. We have outed you. We are woke.
Yeah, I'm
Hashtag woke.
yeah.
Fast and
I'm
Furious.
coming for you, Vin.
Yeah, I'm coming for you, Vin.
Yeah, you guys owe everything to New World Pictures and Roger Corman
That's
for this
right.
movie.
That's
right.
right.
Which, that was one thing, it seemed like a big production, and knowing that New World Pictures made it, which, oddly enough, we all discovered this movie, I think it was on the trailers for Hell Comes to Frogtown, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And we're all like, oh man, we want to see that because of all the people.
Yeah,
that
we
were-
put it in our opening too.
Yeah. And I don't expect a whole lot out of New World Pictures because they're a small, independent film production. But this movie looks really big for something
them.
that
It does.
they
For
would
them.
do.
It does.
Well, and I actually expected more out of this than I should have.
Given the names involved.
Yeah, given the actors involved, I thought, man, this has to be a home run. Like, it's just a hidden gem.
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's definitely worth watching. It has some really good
I didn't
scenes.
find myself disliking anything
No.
or hating it.
No.
It just, I guess,
very forgettable.
well, I guess the term, I wanted to like it because of the names and everything, and the car is silly, but at the same time, it's kind of cool for 1986 or 7 or
yeah,
whatever it
for
was.
sure.
But, it's forgettable. I kind of found it boring in places.
Yeah, it was.
We were talking a little bit through it, and it's just easy to get.
Yeah.
You don't get lost,
My-
but it's just easy. Like, I don't.
My favorite part
Not
is
invested.
when the one kid gets ran over by two cars,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
and then the other one. I think they're brothers, aren't they?
It's never really
His
said.
waves real big, all happy.
Yeah.
And then he gets hit.
and then the one kid,
The
the
big
one
one's
guy's
front.
just like,
Yeah. One of the most corny
Oh,
whole
dude.
spots of the movie.
That the scene how they disposed of the body was awesome.
yeah.
Yeah. The truck with
Yeah.
with the thing picking him up and
Yeah.
putting him in the dumpster. That was awesome. What were you guys' favorite? That was your favorite
Yeah,
scene?
that was my favorite. It was just ridiculous.
Oh, man, I don't know if I said that was probably one of my favorite scenes for sure, just because of it was so funny. It's so funny. I kind of like the when him and Linda Hamilton were in the Black
Bed.
Moon and they were kind of getting away at the end.
Trying to get away.
Trying to get away at the end, and that was a lot of tight corners and stuff. I thought that was a pretty cool scene. It was a lot of action packed. It was kind of goofy, but because they're just going so. The only part was goofy about it was the speedometer showed like
325.
325. Like there's no way that thing was even going 80.
Yeah.
That it would just run into a wall, and I don't know. It's pretty cool.
Another
That
scene
car and Tommy Lee Jones needs to be in Fast and Furious 9, by the way.
Oh, I agree.
100%.
I agree.
Anyway.
Another scene that I really liked was when he's getting his ass beat at the construction site.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he pulls the pistol out from under the car that he had. I love that.
Yeah. And you instantly knew what he was doing.
Oh, yeah.
And the guy that was beating him up was Lee Ving, who was in the punk band Fear. He was in a lot of things. He was in Clue.
Yeah.
So I didn't realize it till I heard his voice. I'm like, I know him from somewhere. And
What was your least favorite scene?
Man, I don't know.
The probably the scene where she shows up and she's got the really bad wig on.
Yes.
That was
you.
awful.
Thank you.
But I like no, I don't like the wig. I don't like the wig.
The wig was bad.
But I loved how they stole the cars, though.
I did like that.
Where they just walk up, they wait for the party to start, and then they walk up, lock the door.
One scene that I thought failed kind of at tension building, and I know it was supposed to, is when he was rappelling across the rooftop,
dude.
and the hook was starting to give.
Yeah.
And he was like hurting because he got
injured. Kicked in the nuts twice.
Yeah, so he's like selling an injury. It was just bad, and and they were trying to build suspense with the hook trying to like give out, and it was just silly.
Yeah,
two of my favorite scenes. Of course, the end of the movie I absolutely love. They're getting ready to make love, and he's been beat up so bad he can't even roll over on top of her.
Yeah,
and she's like, "Maybe you should just rest." That was really good.
That's a good one.
And then one scene that made me literally laugh out loud because it's so Tommy Lee Jones is the morning after their original love scene. There's a note on her car that says, "You shouldn't leave a car this pretty out on the street. It'll get stolen. Sure as hell." And that sure as hell. They wrote that for Tommy Lee Jones.
Yeah.
That is something he would say.
Yeah.
And that made me laugh out loud. But I liked the movie. It wasn't exactly what I was expecting.
No.
It's worth a watch, and it's something I'd probably watch about once a year.
Yeah, if you like B movies and you like that kind of sort of thing, I would probably definitely give it a watch. It's on YouTube.
Yeah.
And it's a really good version on YouTube.
Yeah,
Really good version.
Good
it looks like it's zoomed in just a touch, so the quality's not 100% great, but it is really good.
Yeah.
Did you guys notice all the Terminator locations?
Yeah.
Like where that guy got hit by the deal was in the same place where they arrested Reese.
Yeah.
Yep.
And some of the intersections and stuff was the same ones they drove down in Terminator.
Mm-hmm.
I guess if you've seen it as many times as I have, it just
You just recognize it.
Well, I wouldn't have you talked about them before I had seen it, so I knew to look for them.
Yeah.
If it wouldn't have been for that, I probably wouldn't have noticed. But
what do we got as a review on this? We got scores.
I'm gonna give it a
Out of
2.5 out of 5.
2.5 out of 5.
2.5.
I'll go 3.
Yeah, I'll go 3. I'll go 3 out of 5 because there was a lot of stuff that I found very neat and ambitious for a 1986 sci-fi action movie.
Yeah,
because it was kind of sci-fi. I mean, ish too.
Yeah,
with the
car
and some of the technology and the lasers and stuff. I'll give it a 3 for that.
Yeah, but some of the, like you said, some of the tension building just fell flat.
Yeah, it fell flat, and if anything, it's more of it's not a complete bore, but there are moments where it's kind of boring.
Yeah.
So if you've never seen it, I would check it out.
There was a lot of poor cuts in it too.
A lot of poor cuts. Yeah, there was one scene where he got away from them, and then all of a sudden he's at a bar, and then it was like it showed the outside of a bar, and then all of a sudden he was inside. It was just really quick, weird cuts where the pacing was weird.
Probably just goes back to the budget.
Probably. So in the time, maybe.
Yeah, because it should have led to the one he's talking about. It should have led to a long chase.
Yeah.
But it didn't. Yeah. It was weird.
Yeah. So anyway, that's it. I'd say you definitely watch it. It's free on YouTube. You can find a really good version. It's one of the better B movies we've watched on YouTube.
Yeah.
What versions anyway?
Yeah, for sure.
For quality wise, and
besides, Hands of Steel, the greatest movie of all time.
Yeah.
Right, so far anyway. And let us know what you think of the movie once you watch it, and we'll see you all next time.
See you.
Bye.